What's up, everyone? Welcome back. Jamie here today with Dylan. AEW Dynamite, June the 14th, 2022. 17th is Saturday. I've got my mind on Saturday. CM Punk
We've all
collision.
got our
But
mind on
tonight,
Saturday. Let's just
gotta get through tonight first, though.
we just forget tonight and wait until Saturday. So we'll just do everything on Saturday or
Do you think
Friday.
they're gonna actually build it up tonight?
No.
I just think Tony's just gonna be like on screen again and be like, "Oh,
It's
you
gonna be
know,
on screen
Samoa
again.
Joe."
No.
It's so poorly booked. It's so. Oh my god.
People are allowing this. Like, why is Punk allowing? Why would I guess because he's not allowed in the arena with Dynamite.
Yeah, he probably just wants glad to be back in it. And he's like,
I guess he's just waiting. Like, I'll go. Or he's like, oh, paycheck's a paycheck. I don't care. I just won't do the shit that I did to get myself injured the last couple times I've done this.
I just hope this collision feels like a different show, but I don't think it is. I think it's just gonna be separate rosters in it. That's it, really.
Well, that would
Nothing
be a
different.
separate show, really.
No, but I mean, like, feel different, like different announcers, you know, different booking, mainly.
Well, they cancelled Dark and Elevation, right? So what they did with Big Show? Where is he?
I don't know.
Why is it Collision? I will have him as an announcer. Put him and Taz.
Maybe it'd be better than Tony. Anyone's better than Tony, really.
You know, I wouldn't bring Excalibur. I'd lead Excalibur. I'd maybe bring JR. Maybe bring JR in if you want free. You know what I mean? Maybe JR will do a Saturday over, Wednesday.
Maybe. Yeah.
I'm not sure. But I'm not that I hate Excalibur. I would just rather have something different. And I definitely wouldn't have Shivani.
No way.
I definitely wouldn't have a Shivani. Like, why he's still in this company, even his interview skills aren't that great. Like, I've been watching clips and I've sent them to you of like, and they're all like memes of like various points in Dusty Rhodes' like memeing like some of his promos. And like there are some clips where it comes out and it's Shivani actually interviewed him. Like, Shivani's just there. He's got the mic.
He's just there.
He's like, so how are you doing today, Dusty Rhodes? Dusty then cuts a promo. And he's like, big words from Dusty Rhodes. We're gonna take you right back now to this place here, and then I'm Tony Schiavone, and that's it. Like, the fuck? How was he ever good?
True.
Maybe I've seen the worst of him in these clips, but I've seen the worst of him in this fucking company. I can tell you that much.
I can say that about a lot of people inside this company. Like, Jesus Christ. But yeah, tonight's show, match card wise, like, I mean, they've got some, I guess, big matches in a way. Like MJF and Adam Cole, that's the first time ever, isn't it? I think.
Oh, can we talk about that now?
Well, I think that should be the main event, but you don't know because it's Moxley versus the Elite, isn't it?
No, I don't think they'll make Moxley versus the Elite the main event.
You never know.
I think that'd be your mid number match.
Yeah, I agree, but I'm just saying, like, just in case we're wrong. The way I've got it set up, that's not the main event, though.
Yeah, but like in my opinion, it's like they're building up that, and Moxley doesn't seem like that guy who wants to be like, he knows who the spotlight should be on. He's not an idiot, but it's the Young Bucks that are probably taking this to this level. You know what I mean? Like, oh no, we're going to be on last. We want to build up to Forbidden Door, which is like completely pointless because only the marks are watching it. I'm not watching it. I don't even think I'm definitely not watching it live. I'll probably try and find on YouTube and we can watch it together in the little short clips. Nathan will probably watch it. I will watch the Ospreay match.
Yeah, I watched the Ospreay match and it Punk wrestles, which I doubt I'll watch that. But he won't be wrestling.
Well, no, he's going to be appearing on Saturday.
Yeah, and it Forbidden Door next Sunday. So literally, it's like a week build for if he's going to have a match. So I doubt he will.
It's like, who's he going to face? What's he going to do? It'll be him and FTR. Or like
him and FTR versus New Japan guys or something.
Yeah, so it becomes a matter of like another trios match, another like 6-man match. Like, oh, but no, they should be the event.
Austin, welcome to the stream. How's it going? But yeah, we'll dive into this match card because we got a lot to talk about. Starting off, obviously it's Dynamite and Orange Cassidy's having a match, so this should be the first match. We've got Darby, Allin, Sting, Orange Cassidy, and Keith Lee against the Mogul Embassy, which is Swerve, Brian Cage, and the other two.
Yeah, but
8-man tag.
Where are all the actual guys from the Mogul Embassy? Like, those aren't the guys. I guess Gates of Agony.
Yeah, those tattooed guys. Where are they gone?
Yeah, where are those guys? Where's that? You big motherfucker, Keith Lee. Where's?
Oh yeah, it was Rick Ross, the Ross.
Rick Ross. It's Ross time. It's boss time.
I mean, I'm glad to see Sting wrestling as well, but What happened to this Keith versus Swerve feud? Like, what the fuck? Like, they're just getting back to it now.
Yeah, just getting back to it now. I don't know why. Like,
Jesus Christ.
I was happy with the way it ended. Yeah, sure, Keith didn't get the win, but you know, it leaves you somewhere for us to build Keith Lee up. You know what I mean? If he's coming off a loss, it's like, all right, then we've got to see Keith Lee do those wins against other people. You know what I mean?
But instead, he's just teaming with Dustin Rhodes, and now he's teaming with these three.
Yeah, and I know why Orange is first. We all know why Orange is first. And it's not just because he's his favorite. It's because the kids love him. He's the mascot. He's the entertainer. He's
yeah,
you know,
he wants to put him out there before the kids fall asleep. So like, put him on the first match so the kids get to see
I
him.
don't dislike Orange, but I do dislike the way he's being used. I feel like there's a better way for him to be used.
Yeah, he's being used way too much every fucking week. It's like, come on, man.
Gonna hurt him.
It's just ridiculous.
Are they building up to this idea that the All Atlantis meant to be like the workhorse title?
I guess, because
But
that's
that
the
was
only one.
TNT.
It used to be when Cody had it and all that, but you know it's fell since then. So
Man, the only belt that has any prestige is the AEW title.
yeah, true. They've only been
Like,
well,
the women's when Jamie Hayter had it, and now it no longer has that. But yeah, that can't be good if you've only got one title that anyone cares about. Everyone cares about. Like, I don't care about this. I don't care about TNT.
No, don't care about TBS either. Even though Chris is holding it, but you know the damage has already been done with that belt, really, hasn't it?
Yeah, and there's hope. There's hope with Chris. I find.
Oh yeah, Chris is definitely my favorite female wrestler on the roster, but they've got a long road
what about
ahead.
Jamie
with
Hayter?
that.
What about Britt Baker?
She's not. No, I'd take Chris over Britt Baker. Jamie Hayter's injured though, so I don't class her. I mean, active right now.
Oh, active right now, fair.
Yeah, but Britt Baker, I mean, she's great promo wise, but in the ring, I think Chris is much better.
It's 50-50 on that, in my opinion.
But back to this match, obviously Orange and Sting and Darby and Keith Lee are gonna win, obviously.
Yeah, but it also it brings up some. Jim Cornette goes, why are they suddenly gone cold on Darby again?
All of them, all three of them. Jungle Boy's teaming with Hook. Sammy's coming back tonight, and Darby's back with Sting. Like they've all been just fell down the card.
Sammy, I can understand because he's got baby on his way, and this is your perfect. You do not use this to make a face turn for Sammy and have him beat Jericho, have him completely humiliate Jericho, have him be the reason that he breaks up the JSA. Then you have missed that fucking opportunity with Sammy as a great face.
While we're talking about Sammy, I'll get into it now. Sammy Guevara is returning tonight. We haven't seen some double or nothing.
We haven't even talked about who's going to win last match. That's obviously going to be Cassidy.
Oh yeah, it'll be obviously. But like you were just saying there, I think you've caught that would be good. What if Jericho comes out tonight, confronts Guevara, and is like, you know, what the fuck? Like, you've not been helping me out. You know, Adam Cole beat me twice and all this. Where have you been? And I would solidify the face turn. I'd have Jericho and JAS bloody Sammy up. Because they're not afraid of using blood every week. Having bloody Sammy up in a beatdown.
I think you've got a great... Well, she's pregnant, so you couldn't really do, but maybe you could write her off. Is you could have, you know, Anna Jay versus Ty Conti, you know, because she's a part of the JSA, you know, and then Anna Jay hurts Ty Conti so that she's, you know, in kayfabe injured, so she can't wrestle.
Yeah, they'd have to do something like... You couldn't do any spots or bumps. They'd have to do like some off camera and be like, oh, Ty's been attacked or something like
that. I'd rather have it a match.
You can't have a match when she's pregnant.
She's not like 6 months pregnant.
No, but she's still pregnant. She can't be taking bumps.
Well, she doesn't have to take bumps, man. She just has to like.
How she can have a match if she can't take a bump? What is she, Saraya? What's she gonna do?
Look, I never claimed I was a great booker. I just claimed I was better than Tony Khan.
But you are right, they do have a perfect opportunity. Make Sammy face they have to, with the baby announcement.
Look at what he did at the Four Pillars match up. What the fuck was it, a pay-per-view? Was it just a
Double or Nothing?
A Double or Nothing, right? See, it was such a boring fucking pay-per-view.
Exactly. Yeah, you just forget about it completely.
He's like, yeah, Max, I'll do it. You know, I'll do it for my kid. I'll take the loss. That is the biggest face thing that you could have done for him, and you're gonna piss it away. Like, no, this needs to happen. All right. Jericho needs to go away for a while because I think he's touring against you, isn't he? Well, he's gonna, he's gonna be all in, isn't he?
Yeah, he's gonna be all in, definitely.
So it's like, do it, just fucking Dude,
But I'm just
Sammy-
hoping it doesn't just come out and it's like Sammy's just back with a JAS and he's just a heel. And it's like,
and,
you've just
and,
missed
and
an
you can
opportunity
have
there.
Sammy go against, Cassidy for the title.
Yeah.
And then what I would do is I'd have Darby then go back for the TNT title. And then at
I don't know.
all in, 3 champions, triple threat match.
Yeah, but it's not for all the titles, is it? It's just champion versus champion.
Well, no, you could be like whoever you pin, you get that title.
I don't know. I don't think Darby should go back for the TNT. I feel like he should be.
But I just feel like because the 4 pillars is a dead very thing, and you've only got now 3 realistically.
Yeah, true.
Top guys, and a 3-way match with them, with all them holding titles. You know what I mean? Maybe it's not for the belts. Maybe it's for something else. Maybe
Yeah, it feels a little bit too
the
busy with
diamond
3
ring,
belts.
The diamond ring.
The diamond ring, yeah, maybe.
Sammy could win that. You know what I mean? It could be like, well, I've got money for my kid. You know what I mean? That kind of.
Yeah, I feel like Darby's going to be MJF's next challenger after Adam Cole, because Adam Cole's not winning the title. Let's just get out of the way now.
Yeah, but don't we have another PPV if they've been done before All In?
No.
All right, okay. I don't know. I just that thought of 3, because we hadn't had a 3-way champion versus champion match. Oh, have we had a champion versus champion match?
No, I don't think we have. No, I don't remember. No,
So
I don't
maybe
think we have.
if Darby does just win the TNT title.
Yeah.
And it's like, well, All In, it's for the AEW, it's for the world title. You know what I mean?
Maybe.
Or maybe it is for the TNT as well. You know what I mean? And you could put both belts on.
I won't put both belts on anyone right now. I feel like you need to make the championships mean something, because right now it won't really,
That's why you drop it to Darby as soon as possible. Because to be fair, Darby was one of the better TNT type champions we had.
No, yeah, he was, definitely.
To be fair, we've not had that many. We've had Miro, we've had Cody, we had Sammy.
Brody Lee.
Miro.
Joe.
Actually, we've had quite a few, actually. Now we count them on my fingers. Like, well, we're not fingers here.
But speaking of the TNT title, it's on the line tonight. We've got Wardlow defending against Jake Hager. I don't know why, but it's happening.
Oh, you love how I
missed it on
sweat
Rampage.
into these match cards? You don't even realise it.
This is clearly a win for Wardlow, no doubt about it.
I think this is just a big man beats a big man match. Building up a feud between Jake Hager and Wardlow for All In.
Well, I thought Wardlow would be fighting Luchasaurus. I thought that's what they were building to.
Maybe. Oh, yeah.
So it's just Wardlow beating other big men, I guess, to be like, oh, I can beat Luchasaurus. Look, I beat this guy. They'll bring Lance Archer back next week, maybe, and he can get beat.
Nah, Brian Cage next week, probably.
Oh, yeah, Brian Cage, yeah.
Lance Archer won't be until, like, the week before All In.
Oh, I mean, Forbidden Door's coming up. Maybe we'll see him next week. Because he's in New Japan, it seems.
You'd hope, yeah.
Is it actually, Nick? Let me check.
Yeah, I'm sure it's in.
Next. Yeah, it is. Yeah, next Saturday. Next Sunday's the 25th,
yeah.
Yeah. Right, so what the fuck? They've not really built this pay-per-view up. I guess tonight and next week they're going to kickstart, aren't they, I guess?
Well, is it a pay-per-view in the normal sense?
Yeah, you got to pay $50 for it.
Yeah, it is advertised as a pay-per-view.
Yeah. It's just a really extreme niche fucking pay-per-view, isn't it? Like, barely anyone's going to buy.
Why does he advertise it like... Why does he advertise every pay-per-view so piss poorly?
He just assumes that hardcore... It's the same with the video game. They just assumed, 900,000 people are going to buy it, or the weekly audience.
Right. Tony, here's my counter-argument to that. WWE, no, they're getting... let's say 900,000 people watching a pay-per-view. Right? That's about right?
Wait, what you talking about, the network or actually buying it?
Actually buying it now, just views in general, roughly.
Let's say stream-wise they get 1 million.
Yeah, I just mean views all around. They average around 1 million, don't they, roughly, in views on Raw and SmackDown.
Raw gets 1.6, SmackDown's nearly getting 3 million now.
Fucking hell, really?
Yeah. That's the Bloodline story. That's literally what it is. That's where it jumps at the end.
So let's just average 1 million. because that's
Yeah,
what
a
you
million.
get. So
Yeah.
you definitely get a million free pay-per-views. Have you noticed that WWE promote their pay-per-views? Like they promote them, they put time and energy into it. They get stars to like have one of their songs be the theme of the show.
True. Yeah.
They even though they know they don't necessarily do that, they'll still reach that minimum of 1 million views for a pay-per-view. They still advertise it so that they can get more than 1 million.
Exactly. Even
You know
on
what
the
I mean?
stage, they have it written down. They have this pay-per-view's 3 weeks away or whatever. They have the hype videos as well. As soon as the pay-per-view ends, the next night they start to build to the next pay-per-view. AEW is not like that at all. You got 2 weeks away. You wouldn't even know. Apart from last week's little video with Brian, you wouldn't even know Forbidden Door was coming up.
Yeah, and like maybe, and you can't argue that it's Forbidden Door. They gotta like work a lot around New Japan and all that, so they can't really. They have to work around New Japan, Japanese stuff, so they can't advertise that great, or the things like.
Yeah, but they've known about this for how long now? They sold the tickets months ago.
Yeah, but it's also the same way they treat every pay-per-view that isn't New Japan, that isn't Forbidden Door, like Double or Nothing. Like it was what weeks away, and they'd already give us everything, the build-up within 2 weeks of the four
After the four
pillars.
pillar, yeah.
It's
And they
like
just ran out of material.
it's like okay, what you gonna do? Like you've done your major promo to set it up, fair enough. But where's the where's the Black Handley? Where's the sliceness? Where's the we're allies 1 week, we're enemies the next with the other guys. It's like where's that like sudden build up to like where they all learn like look, it doesn't matter who wins as long as Max doesn't win, as long as MJF isn't champion. Like where was that? That wasn't there.
No.
And that's
was
Tony
poorly
booking.
built.
That's Tony booking.
Yeah. Just for example, Collision this side there, you got CM Punk coming back. Even if you're not a fan of him, he's clearly a draw. He's a big name. What the fuck have they done to build it up? It's just been Tony awkwardly staring at the camera.
It's not just CM Punk. It's Samoa Joe as well.
Samoa Joe,
has
yeah.
not seen
FTR as well.
on
Your tag team
TV.
champions.
Has not been seen on TV in how many months? What, 4?
4, yeah. It's got to be 4 close.
4 or
now,
5
yeah.
months we've not seen Samoa Joe on TV. He's been banished to Ring of Honor for some reason. Why would you banish? Like, if you bought Ring of Honor and he was contracted with Ring of Honor, should you be like, look, I know you're contracted with Ring of Honor, but you're Samoa Joe. You deserve TV time. You're one of the biggest names. I got some of the you got some of the biggest draws within. You know what I mean? Some of the best storylines coming from it, realistically. And you're not.
How the fuck have they not done Samoa Joe versus Brian yet? How have they not even done that match yet? I don't understand.
How have they not done Samoa Joe versus MJF?
Oh yeah, exactly. You got the story right there. Like, what the fuck are you doing?
And we're talking about like, this is the group where they like to do the inside stuff. You're like Samoa Joe versus MJF. That's one of the biggest insider things that you'd have to know to get it. Get why he's special for. You'd have to know. You'd have to know. Let me know. There's a little bit of history there. And you're like, what? This company that do that love that. Like, you know. I mean, we were after that niche audience. Like, this is the perfect time.
Exactly. Well, we'll talk about that in a bit from last week's,
Like, I can understand, like, because this is how like all those glue eaters that we call feel. Like, oh man, why? This is the cool thing, but like, the fact that you have to know to get this way is not cool. Like, it's not.
Sure.
You need it. You need to build. You need to give those people who don't know a reason to care, and you haven't.
Yeah, no, I agree. We'll talk more about that in a bit, though. But let's get this out of the way. Toni Storm defending the title against Skye Blue because she won the Fatal 4-Way on Rampage. I thought Britt Baker would, but nope, Skye Blue. And of course, Toni Storm's going to keep the title, of course. So, yeah. Only women's match per show. You only get one, and this is it.
I'm assuming. Like, who's going to check? Like, maybe they'll. I'm assuming Toni Storm's going to have a match that's been done. If not Tony, Chris. But I'd assume Tony would have a match against.
Well, someone on my stream the other day was saying...
It's gonna be Willow.
Apparently, Kairi Zane's wrestling again in New Japan, so she might be on Forbidden Door.
What about Mercedes Money?
She's injured, isn't she? She ain't wrestling.
Is she injured? Fucking hell.
That's why Willow's champion, isn't she? They had to call the audible because she got injured.
I just thought that was bad booking.
But yeah, Tony's going to win, obviously. Moving on to the next match. It could be in the main event, but I don't think it will be. We've got Combat Club versus Hangman and the Young Bucks in a trios match. Yay. 1 times ahead.
What would they call them? The Hang
The
Bucks?
Hung Bucks.
The Hung Bucks.
Jesus Christ. So cringe.
I didn't see it, but I heard it was a great match.
What the fuck is this match even going to be? We've seen it all the time now. Of course, it's going to start inside a brawl. They're going to be on the outside like they always are.
I don't know. I saw a picture of I don't know whether it was irrelevant or recent, but I did see a picture of like Kingston. It must have been at Ring of Honor show because it didn't look that good. But it's Kingston squaring up. I think the title was always Kingston going after the RH champion, which I hope get it off. Like just get whatever's on Claudio off. And my hope is that if Kingston's going against a member of the Blackpool Combat Club, that Moxley backs up Kingston.
He won't even interact. It'll just be on its own separate island on Ring of Honor.
Yeah, of irrelevance, not relevant.
Yeah. But this match, I don't even know who wins. I don't even care, to be honest. I'm going to say Young Bucks win, I guess.
No. Because guess what's next week?
What?
Forbidden Door. So guess what's going to happen? Guess what's going to happen? And this is the best way to do it. They're not stupid. And this is the best way to do it. So the Bucks get beat. They're getting battered by Black Combat Club. Here comes the battle cry. Out comes Kenny. Oh, but Kenny's not alone. He's not alone. He's got backup with him. You know what I mean?
No, you're right, but I think that happens next week. Because usually, remember last year, the week after Forbidden Door, they did Blood and Guts, didn't they, on TV? So I feel like that's what they're going to do. I don't think Combat Club or the Elite are going to be on Forbidden Door. I think they're going to wait until Dynamite.
Yeah, but like, the Young Bucks don't have. Oh, it's 3-on-3. Yeah.
Obviously, Utah will probably take the pin. Moxley's not going to get pinned or something.
Someone needs to take the fucking. I don't know, like.
Because you can't have him lose twice. They lost that.
Why would you only have a week, one show to build up Kenny's match versus Will Ospreay?
I don't know.
Why would Kenny not come out with whoever he's got to attack the Black Combat Club, and then Will Ospreay comes out and attacks him?
That would be the way to do it, yeah.
And then next week you have the conversation of like, oh, you know, you with them. And he's like, Ospreay's like, I'm not with them. I'm after you.
True. But that would require, you know, Tony booking Will on the show, and he's not done that yet, so...
But you get what I mean? Like, we understand from last year, from watching Stardom, but what if you didn't watch Stardom? Because I shouldn't have watched Stardom. We shouldn't have. It kind of ruined Ospreay and Kenny quite a bit for me.
Oh, yeah. Oh, you mean Wrestle Kingdom. Wrestle Kingdom.
I don't want to call it Stardom. That's the female one, isn't it?
That's the female one, yeah.
Yeah. So Wrestle Kingdom, like, that kind of soured me on Ospreay. Like, it left a bad taste in my mouth. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I agree. Yeah.
It's like when you go to one of your favorite restaurants, but the food wasn't that good this one time. Like, oh man, I'm not sure about this.
And why did Kenny even need to win? What, just to do this rematch at Forbidden Door? Like, what was the point?
So Kenny had a title. Did he win the title then?
Yeah, but we never saw him with it on Dynamite. I don't
remember
seeing him with it.
Like, he used to wear all the titles, and like he suddenly gets one and he's not allowed to wear it. Is that? I'm assuming New Japan, but I went, we don't want you wearing it over there because that's an absolute fucking shambles. What you did last time.
But the fine doing Forbidden Door, so they must have. I don't think it was a New Japan thing.
There's a difference between, like, you know, making us look bad and, you know, ooh, this guy's paying us a lot of money to do something that's fairly fucking simple.
True. But yeah, I'm gonna go with Hangman and Young Bucks to win. But
I'm gonna go with Blackpool Combat Club. I'm gonna disagree with you on that one.
That leads us to the main event: MJF versus Adam Cole, world title eliminator match. If Cole wins, he gets the title match.
Why does this need to be a fucking match now?
I don't, literally, he had one promo segment, and now it's just like, okay.
Like, I know we're a month and a half away, or 2 months really away from All In.
Yeah, from All In. Yeah.
All right. So that is quite a long time to build up to for a match with these two.
That's why I feel like it can't be Adam versus MJF.
So it can't be Adam versus MJF because they're gonna have a match. It's gonna be Blood and Guts as their next match.
Probably, yeah, because you can't, unless they do the same thing like they did with Four Pillars, where they just run out of material and they're still doing the match in 2 months, but they got nothing else to do.
It's just gonna. Oh, I'm so not looking forward to All In now.
I'm CM Punk. Let's just hope nothing happens until then we get to see him live. That's the main reason.
That is the main reason, yeah. So
Adam has to win, though, doesn't it, tonight?
Yeah,
In
but then
some
you
way.
pin the champion. You might as well like.
Well, like you said before, maybe it's not a pin. Maybe it's like a dirty finish.
Yeah,
or,
I know,
I
but
don't know.
I get the idea of like, oh, I beat you, so I can beat you for the title. You know what I mean? And then it leads into like MJF needing to probably get someone to help him out. But again, it's like you dropped the ball with Darby. I get it. Adam Cole's just come back. He's like one of your biggest faces now because everyone loves him. Still not seeing the appeal, but I'm still on the fence. I'm not calling it quits yet.
They've not gave you a reason to care really yet, to be honest. Like
You know
if
what
I'd
I mean?
known from NXT, I'd be the same way. I'd be like, what's the big deal?
No,
I
but
don't
like
get it.
I do trust you and Nathan quite a bit, and I disagree with you on a lot of stuff, but you can't say that I don't try.
No, yeah, you do try.
So
Adam Cole has everything you need. It's just the booking, it really is, and probably his injury has something to do with it as well. I'm guessing.
Like we'll get to because I do have some issues. Like there's some issues I had with the promo last week.
Oh
like,
yeah, we'll get to that. Yeah.
But it's like Adam Cole. People saying like he doesn't look that great. I mean, he looks fine. Sure, he's lost a bit of muscle, but that's part of the course when you've had a concussion, so you can't exercise and maintain that mass for a few months. So I'm not going to hold that against him. But he still looks like he could kick my ass.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So I'm like people who go on at him, like people like me, with big guts and don't exercise that much, go, oh, he looks pathetic. Like he could still kick your ass, mate. He could still throw you about and call you silly. So be careful. Like
That's all the matches for tonight. Overall, I mean, what 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 matches.
That seems like a normal show. There might be a few talk segments that we don't see.
Maybe.
See, this is the thing. Do we need to know everything that's happening in a show necessarily? Do we not need something?
No, we don't. But I mean, I do WWE streams, and they usually for 3 hours of Raw, they're looking to get 2 matches announced. So I like AEW's approach announcing more.
I don't mind the match announcements.
Yeah, but when it's like, oh, this guy's going to talk or whatever.
This guy's going to talk, or it's like unless it's like, oh, we've not heard from Thingy for a while, he's been injured, now he's coming back. Let's announce that he's returning.
Yeah, actually, it's just hit me. I was gonna say, what about like Miz TV and stuff? But no one has that in AEW. No one has like a segment, did it? Like a talking.
Ricky Starks would be the perfect one to.
Ricky Starks, yeah, that would be. Yeah.
He's got the personality. He's got the showboating. Like I think MJF could pull it off, but you couldn't take him seriously as your champion if you ever did it.
Yeah, he'd have to be not champion to do it. Yeah.
You know what I mean? But I think MJF could also do it because he's small, he's the heel. It's really good. But I think like Ricky Starks is the only one that you could do it with.
Sure.
He's show business. You know what I mean? He's got that star quality. You look at him and you think that's a man who performs in front of the camera on a stage, performing, entertaining, doing something. You know what I mean?
Yeah. And now what's going on with Ricky now? He's just been pushed aside. He's like, okay, cool.
Yeah. Yeah, like I don't mind it, the match announcements.
Yeah, there is a middle line, but like I said, with WWE, you're looking to get 3 matches for a 3-hour show, and it's like, fucking hell, come on. Like, you can announce more on that.
Yeah. But it's a surprise I like as well. I like to have a few shots. Like you don't need to announce every match, but announce the ones that are going to progress the story. Announce the ones that are going to start story. Announce the ones that people care about.
Well, speaking of that, they're going to have to do something for Collision tonight, aren't they? You can't just build Collision on... I mean, CM Punk coming back is a big deal, but it's a 2-hour show on Saturday.
And that's your main event.
Yeah, unless Punk comes out first and does the talking segment, but even that's half an hour. That's not your full show.
So you since Tom's performing tonight, Tony's performing tonight. I'm assuming Chris Statland's performing on
Saturday. Yeah, probably. Yeah.
All right, so there we've got 2 matches, ideally, roughly, basically.
Yeah, but still,
I would now hope that they would start building up the Acclaim versus the
House of
Black for the Cheers belt, which I hope doesn't get extended to All In. I hope that goes to Blood and Guts because you might as well make it a gory match kind of thing.
Oh shit! I just like maybe Thunder Rosa has a match, maybe Miro has a match. Like the people have announced they were coming back. Maybe they just have
Maybe Andrade has a match.
Maybe Andrade as well.
Maybe Andrade goes, "Give me Sammy. Give me Sammy." And you slap him, I'm not gonna fire you. Give me Sammy.
But yeah,
Oh,
well,
can't get
let's
over
talk
that.
about last week's show, which started with Orange beating Swerve, unfortunately. I thought Swerve would beat him, but nope.
I'm sorry. Don't care about Swerve. He's.
I did care, but I don't now.
He was all right when he was with Keith Lee. I didn't mind him. He had he had something with him, but I do not like his gimmick. I don't like.
It's the mask, innit? That's what you don't like.
I don't like the mask. Is so stupid when he's not wearing anything. Like he's just wearing a jacket. Then he has like this mask. Like why?
Yeah, I don't like the mask at
weird.
all.
And it's like I don't like. What is he? Why is he with a faction? Why is he suddenly gone from like being a tactic to being in a faction?
Everyone needs a faction in AEW.
Again, you know what I mean? Like if there was less factions, I probably wouldn't mind this. What's his motivation? Like he's lost a lot, and it's Keith Lee's fault. But then you get both screwed. Did you screw Keith Lee more over than anyone?
And didn't you end up winning the last match against him with the cinder block or whatever?
Yeah, like, didn't you send him away for a while? Didn't you did you turn his hair grey?
Yeah, and you made him wear a cape as well.
you made him wear Dusty Rhodes. That was the worst fucking thing. You monster. This is what
you got a point. That's what I hear about this company. Like, what's the motivation for the characters? Like, what? He's just a bad guy. That's it. He's just bad guy stuff.
Gotta say hello to him.
But yeah, the next match, Combat Club beat Chaos, which was what, Best Friends and fucking the guy with the eye patch, Rocky Romero or whatever his name is.
That was just a throwaway match, and they do my boy's Best Friends there.
Well, at least they had a match, though.
I guess, and I disagree with what people say. I think they're all right during Chuck Taylor.
Yeah, they're fine. They're like medium level.
They're the mid card.
Yeah, mid card. Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like I could see them winning, the tag team chance at some point. I don't see one. I see Trent could be a champion, maybe not the world.
TNT maybe Atlantic or something. Yeah.
But I do like them. You know what I mean? Like they're funny, they're humorous. You know, their stories can be very sort of easy to follow. You know what I mean? When there's a storyline involving them, they can be sort of easy to follow. It's very simple.
The best match for theirs was against Santana and Ortiz, that parking lot brawl or whatever it was. That was a really good match.
It was. You got to capture that kind of match. It's all about who you're working with.
True, and the story as well.
It's all about who you're working with. That helps because like, what's the story against what? What was it? It was just a match to have, right? I get it, but it's not like.
There was a story to be told, though, because remember, you used to be with him, but they didn't even touch on that. They didn't even do anything with that, really.
No, but like the story with Blackpool has got to be like, oh, we're gonna beat up everyone who's friends with the Young Bucks because we hate them.
That's gonna be a lot of the roster, isn't it?
That's what I'm saying. Like, shouldn't that be the story? Shouldn't that be what you're saying? Yeah. Should they be attacking like just
or like you bring in 3 random indie guys who do flips and you just beat them within like 30 seconds and be like, No, I mean to prove a point, because they're saying the Elite aren't really wrestlers. That's the story. What's O'Brien's saying anyway? And like, they're not real wrestlers and all that.
They're sports entertainers.
But yeah, the best part of the show, and something we're going to talk about a lot, the MJF and Adam Cole promo segment back and forth, which there was a lot of inside jokes and references and.
Keith Lee's manager. That one popped me. That one pops me. Because I've been saying it. I've been bringing that up all the time.
You brought Vince McMahon as well, didn't they? Like saying Vince didn't see anything in him and all that. And I'm calling the line saying, let's, go piss backstage and see which one's natural. Saying MJF's on steroids.
I'm like, all right, you're not an Olympic sport. Like, this thing isn't really moderated in that sense. It's fucking, I don't know, it's fake.
Yeah, but I mean, WWE don't allow it because of, Chris Benoit for one.
I thought it was chair shots that killed.
No, it's chair shots, but you also, everyone back then was on massive amount of steroids, weren't they? Yeah. Yeah,
but like, if Vince likes his guys jacked, so I don't know why Vince is going, look, if you're going to do steroids, let's moderate it. Let's get a doctor, monitoring you. Let's do it safe. Let's do it proper. Let's not just...
Yeah, but this sort of brought up a question for me. It's like, do AEW even test for drugs? Like, look what happened with Jeff Hardy for one. I know not one drugs, that was alcohol, but still, it's like, is there a testing policy or is there not?
There should be. In every company, there's bound to be some form of like.
And my question after that is Tony Khan getting tested as well?
Why? Why would Tony need to be? He's I don't know what you're.
You know,
Why are
nothing
you
at all. You
assuming?
know, those massive
Insinuating?
bright eyes. You know,
What are you
you
insinuating
know,
here, James? Oh my god, and they fall.
and they fall.
And they fall. I don't know if you heard that, but they
Yeah, I
fucking.
heard it. Yeah.
Make sure the saws didn't drop off any of them.
But yeah, what do you think about
Right.
this segment overall?
Right. It was very good, but it was something that I was listening to Jim Cornette and I agreed with a lot of things. I'm going to regurgitate what I heard from there because I feel it is. Why don't you have MJF just speaking about, oh, there's no challenges, no anyone, and maybe chat shit about Adam Cole, and Adam Cole can then come out. Instead of having Adam Cole spend like the 10 minutes doing his entrance, which everyone seems to pop off at. I'm like, don't overuse that because that's the thing that people pop off at. So maybe him not doing it creates a serious tone of like, I'm not here to take any shit. And another point that he brings up is, why are you there in the corner while he's absolutely talking smack about you when you should be hitting him the minute he mentions something? You're like, oh, I should have smacked you for that.
Yeah, but also to the counter argument, like, go through all the promo battles in history. That is sort of what happens, isn't it? Like, one guy speaks and the other guy, like, you know.
Yeah, but if you remember, like, I'm trying to think, there are a few.
Obviously, when you get to the point, that's when it becomes physical. But
like, there are a few where it's like he does say something and then he says something, and then it reaches that point where like it starts. But in this one,
I mean, Jim and Brian were saying like, why didn't you come out and kick him straight away, weren't they? And it's like, well, then there wouldn't be a segment, would there? Like,
I know, but I'm agreeing in a different sense with that. It's like it should have been a back and forth, but then it should have been a brawl.
No, yeah, no, I agree with that. Yeah,
like,
definitely.
It in what they did, and it was literally MJF said what he wanted to say, then Adam Cole did, and then there was barely any back and forth, and it was like the end of the segment.
True.
You know what I mean? It was like two big, like, oh, this is what I'm saying, and then the big what I'm saying. Then there was a little back and forth, and then it was the end of the segment.
That's a good point, though. MJF should have been out there first and give Adam Cole a reason to come out instead of just being like, oh, I got no competition. And then boom, he comes out.
And then Jim pointed up a really good point because Adam Cole started off his promo very weak with really? And like, Riley?
Yeah.
Like, I'm like, really? Is that how you're gonna start off with? Like, really? You're not gonna like, you know, say something more like poetic, more like, you know, no, you talk a lot of shit, Max, or you know, it was just really it didn't like it picked up, and maybe that was the point, you know, start off small, build up. But I, compared to everything else, it was a great promo, it was a great segment. I just feel like if that can't be the best for Adam Cole, because what I saw, what I saw, I'm like, Adam Cole's like clearly got something else. I just want to see what he's got in the ring first, because stuff I've seen in the ring's not been great. Obviously, because he's coming back from an injury, from a concussion, and is still working his body. So I'm giving him all the leeway that he needs until, you know, I think he's back in the proper shape. We'll start judging him properly in that sense.
One point I'd say is at least he didn't get outshined, because if you remember like the Wheeler Yuta promo with MJF or even Jungle Boy, like you could tell there was a massive gap. But between Adam and MJF, like obviously MJF's better on the mic, but he didn't completely outshine him either.
I'd say they were about equal because they each got a big pop.
Yeah, and he was confident. He wasn't like, you know, like Wheeler Yuta, for example, when he was just screaming like fucking hell.
And I'm not a massive like the lighting in this as well. I don't think is too great. Like I get the idea of the spotlight on all of them, so we're only focused on them. But when you've got the spotlight kind of all like mostly on MJF when he's talking, and then you see Adam Cole's literally in the corner, it's like one of those stage shows, you know, like a Shakespearean play where all the lights goes on that one character and they're doing the internal monologue.
Yeah.
It kind of reminds me of that, and I'm like, this is fucking wrestling, not Shakespeare. Someone for a chair.
Imagine Stone Cold and The Rock going back and forth and he had the spotlight and all. I'd be like, whoa, I just don't feel
You too, Brute.
But yeah, I mean, it is going to be a good match tonight. Adam Cole and MJF, it is going to be a good match. But I just hope, like you said, they can't extend this to Allin. It's 2 months away. There's no way they can do that. They're going to have to do it at Blood and Guts.
What would be the what would be the build? Like, oh, I'm going to beat you. I'm going to prove that I'm the best. Like, there were moments where you see Adam Cole say like, oh, you know, I could wait to wrestle you, you know, but then you left Ring of Honor, you betrayed me like CM Punk. And maybe you should sprinkle some of that in there. You know what I mean?
Yeah. And you can't get Britt involved because they just did that with Jericho. So you can't do that again, can you?
But then who you're going to have MJF team up with to have that?
You could just outcast, I guess. It's like Jericho did. You could do the same thing.
No, MJF is not going to like lower himself to the outcast.
I don't want to see that. I cannot
see MJF being comfortable in a mixed tag.
I could see him doing it because in a way it could be like,
Like the only person I could see him teaming up with, and that's only because they have a connection, is with Jade Storm. With Jade.
Jade Storm.
Yeah, Jade. Not Jade Storm. Because the fucking thing is Storm, isn't it?
Wait, how does he have a connection with Jade?
Smart Mark Merlin, the lawyer guy, they both used him.
Oh yeah, they did, didn't they?
So
yeah.
I could see the interaction where like he's kind of goes, and he represents MJF. To her saying like, and I used to represent you, and he wants you to be his partner. I could see that if that was ever a way they were gonna go. I pray to God it's not, because Jade is awful.
Yeah, I hope not. But I mean, apart from Adam Cole, who could MJF face at All In? My other two choices is Darby Allin or CM Punk. That's all I could think of right now.
Yeah, because I don't want to see Mox.
No, they can't do that again. No way.
I couldn't stand. I wouldn't be able to stand him doing anything with Kenny.
I don't even know if Kenny would. It seems like they've not even interacted, have they? I don't remember him interacting.
Not anyway. Unless you count the B Elite segments.
Oh right.
I don't even think they interacted in them. Actually, I think that was Adam. That was Adam Page and the Young Bucks that I saw when they first got introduced. You know what? The more I think about it, maybe Kenny might be the better option if you're going to make Kenny go for a solo run.
Maybe. I mean, it would be a good match in ring, but what's the story?
I want to. Well, he's the best. They both claim to be the best,
and that's it.
We've done worse. We've done best with little. You know what I mean?
Yeah, well, it's all about All In. This should be the biggest show because it's literally 65,000 people.
Well, like, you just have MJF say something that sort of relates to, like, obviously you got to be in Canada to start this off, haven't you? Which they're going to be in the next couple.
Oh, they're going to be. Yeah, they're going to be there like 4
times.
So
you just have MJF absolutely shit on Canada.
Yeah.
And then you'll have him come out. Then you'll have a match. You'll have whoever win or whatever happens, and then you'll have MJF come out again the next week saying, look, I beat your boy Kenny. He's absolutely useless. Calls himself the best bat machine. He's not even the best washing machine. And then out comes Kenny Omega again, and they squabble. I want to see it mostly. I want to see it mostly in the hopes that a feud with MJF would drag the good material in terms of promo stuff out of Kenny.
Actually, I just thought of another idea. Samoa Joe versus MJF. Do that at All In.
Do that. Just do that. Or do you want to see Samoa Joe versus CM Punk at All In?
I would like to see that as well. Yeah.
Oh, triple threat.
I mean, they don't really do triple threats, did it? Or when's the last time they did one? It's been a while.
And it kind of becomes a Samoa Joe versus CM Punk match if you play it right.
Yeah.
MJF slide down, or MJF not come out to the ring. The bell rings, so it starts off 10 minutes with just Samoa Joe and.
Well, no, he wouldn't do that though, because if they pin someone, the title's gone. Isn't it?
Well, no, he's out for the first 10 minutes, letting them wrestle each other out. Then he picks his moment to come out when he sees the pin.
Yeah.
Like he's in the crowd already. You know what I mean? Like he doesn't not just show up.
Yeah, moving on.
That way he's not wrestled either of them. He then beats both of them, so he has down this belt. And it also becomes a way where one of them can then pick up the feud.
True. I would like to see that. That would be good. But last week, Hook and Jungle Boy beat Preston Lance and Jurassic. Hook's been moved down the card though, hasn't he? I mean, not Hook, Jungle Boy.
Both of
them. From the 4-way, now he's teaming with Hook.
Like, it's just to build his brand up because Hook's big.
Is Hook big though?
But you all seem to fucking love him.
No, I don't love him. I mean, like, he's got potential. He's still young, but he's not like, I wouldn't say he's top 5 or anything like that.
Like, I wouldn't say he was mid card. I say he was top low card.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, I'd say within 10 years he could be something, but right now, like, he's still finding his way in.
Like, is that why they're teaming up with? I don't know. Maybe it's like, these two, they're very popular with the ladies and everything. So like, let's just team together because nothing more we can do.
Oh yeah, Preston was bleeding inside the match as well.
Don't get me started on that match because that was just What were half of them even doing?
I don't even know. They were just fighting inside the crowd. It was Tornado, wasn't it? It was Texas Tornado. Even though they weren't
but
in
then
Texas.
There's loads of rest spots, and then there's the fucking Oh, what was it now? That extension cord bit.
Oh yeah,
And
I
you're
totally
like,
forgot
what
about
the
that.
fuck, man? Like, it's not an Extreme Rules, it's Tornado. Why are you bringing out weapons? When did Tornado suddenly become, oh, you can use weapons?
There's no rules in this company. There really isn't. It's just
Well,
fucking
clearly not.
whatever.
Your fucking EVPs can burst into someone's office and start a fucking fight with them.
Oh yeah, still, I'm never gonna get over that. Like, what the fuck? Georgia, welcome to the stream. How was your stream? But after that, we had the Tony Khan announcement, CM Punk and FTR versus Samoa Joe.
I didn't note down how many times did he blink. Was it like 12?
It's like 5 or so, I don't know. Well, he didn't do the hey guys anymore, did it? It was just hello.
Hey guys.
He's so awkward, man. It's like, Jesus Christ. Like,
He's a first time streamer, you know what I mean? That's kind of what it is.
You just get someone as the GM on screen to do these announcements.
Here's an idea.
I don't want to be on screen. I don't want to be an on-screen character.
Fucking idea. After you announced, oh, CM Punk's going to be in the match, why don't you have, I don't know, Samoa Joe, FTR, who's teaming up with Samoa Joe?
Juice and Jay.
Juice and Jay. Why don't you have like one of those bunch of guys, you know, promote the match, build up, you know what I mean?
Exactly. Nope. They should. I swear to God, they're gonna have to do something tonight. They really are.
They're not. They're gonna. So it's gonna be Tony Khan. I bet he's got an announcement. If you check Twitter now, I bet he's announced that he's gonna be on the show.
He's got a taste for it now. He's like, oh shit, what can I announce? Oh, CM Punk's gonna be the first segment. That's what I'll announce.
Let me have a fucking.
I'm looking, but I don't see anything. Nah, not seeing anything. But that's not to say he still might not. He might just, unannounced.
Oh yeah, gotta keep us guessing. What is with these fucking old timey fucking boxing style posters?
Yeah.
I don't know whether they're worse or better than the normal sort of thing they put out on Twitter.
I prefer the other ones, at least use them as thumbnails. But Kenosuke won a match. It was a quick one, and then Don Callis did the promo again. Which,
Oh, did you hear what Cornette was saying about this? Like, he was giving like a reason why you couldn't hear him on the mic.
Oh shit, yeah, with the audio levels and all that.
Yeah, like apparently they're taking the audio from the crowd, pumping it up, coming through like TV, but they're not turning up Callis's mic so that he can't hear it while he's in the ring, so he doesn't really know whether he's going through or not.
Yeah.
Essentially, I think they need to get a new production team running that.
They do, because how many fucking mic issues have they had where mics aren't working and
mic
stuff
issues,
like that?
camera issues, fucking ring issues, fucking wrestling issues.
All the issues. Everything's an issue.
It's got all the issues, man. Like, fucking... Man, I'm surprised someone hasn't fucking nearly died at the, Oh, what was I going to say now? At the fucking catering. Like, there's catering issues about it.
Someone just slips on a banana and catering breaks the neck.
Like, there's just so many fucking issues with this goddamn company. Nothing seems to want to be changed.
Nothing can change until Tony wants it to, because he's the man in charge, and we see how he conducts himself.
But, like, how is no one, like, in any sense, excuse me, come up to Tony, whether it be, Mega or Megan or whatever fucking name is, and said, Tony, man, you can't have these pricks running your show like this. How is no one...
She's friends with the Young Bucks, isn't she? So
yeah, but like, how is she feel? Like, how is she friends, or is she like, you're my boss's, you're my friend's friend? Like,
who knows the history? For all we know, Mega or Megan, whatever her name is, she could be the family lawyer for the Young Bucks. Who knows? Who knows?
No, but like, she's an old time friend of Tony Khan's, is what I've heard. Like, she's like been friends with him for years before he even met the Young Bucks.
Oh, so that she ain't gonna tell him no, then, is she? She's just be like, oh, thanks for the paycheck, Tony.
Yeah, but then is she really your fucking friend, or is it just someone that you paid to fucking be a lawyer? And that's the issue. Is it his friend, or is she just his fucking lawyer?
You could say that about a lot of people on this roster. Are they friends, or are they just there to get paid?
Because like, if you're a lawyer, surely you're gonna have a moment where you say, like, these guys did wrong. You know what I mean? Like, I went with them. Like, maybe that's why they did not fired CM Punk. Maybe that's why they're giving CM Punk his own show. Then, basically. Maybe,
exactly. Because if Punk wanted to, he could sue all of them. No doubt about it.
Yeah, because you think about it, he clearly wasn't in the wrong.
No.
And give me a minute to get my thoughts together on this. So the whole story is Punk was there was no from what we heard is like, oh, Punk wasn't, he's begging to come back and all this and that. But we all know where that side comes from.
Hmm.
Right. I personally think that Punk was being, but Tony was like, look, I'll give you whatever what do you want. Punk, I don't want to work with them. And I'm betting Collision was in the works for quite a while.
Well, I remember the latest report was the Young Bucks don't want to work with him. That was what they were saying.
Yeah, but that's like, the kid in the class going, I don't like her, but I'm gonna pull her hair and get her attention. You know what I mean? Like that, they're just saying. Well, actually, we don't want to. We broke up with you first. That's I was gonna bring up.
It's like what they did with Kenny. It's like, oh yeah, we're moving on, and then the same night they go out there in Chicago and bite people and do the GTS and all that shit.
So it's like I'm betting like maybe the original idea for Collision was just going to be another show, not a separate brand, and then simple way, give me that brand, I'll deal with that. Let me do that. Because I think Saturday's a better fucking show.
Well, not just that. Remember TNT apparently told Tony we want CM Punk back. They were pushing for Punk to come back as well.
How much do you think like Tony's like telling them all the fucking backstage stuff? Like, is he keeping like them informed of stuff happening, or is he keeping them informed as they need to be like, oh, we did these ratings, or we got these ticket sales, just the basic business stuff. But then like TNT see like, well, CM Punk, he does 1 million views, and we like seeing those 1 million views because that 1 million views means.
Yeah, and they're like, where is CM Punk? Why is he not on TV? And someone's like,
he's injured, and then they're like, all right, when's he back? And then like, eventually one of these fucking execs or whatever are gonna type in CM Punk on the internet and see what that's about. See, like, let's see what let's see what we're getting ourselves into with CM Punk, and then we see all the dirt sheets, all this stuff. We're not gonna go, what's this with CM Punk? What's going on? Like, I'm seeing two conflicting stories. I'm seeing these glue eaters talk about how Kenny Omega and those Young Bucks are the greatest thing ever, and then I'm seeing these normal people talk about CM Punk being in the right and how stupid. Like, what? Can I get a copy of that instant report? The company that's paying you to be on our show, like, we're partners in a sense. There's some legal way where I can get a copy of that.
That's what happened. They found out and they're like, let's just make Punk happy. Whatever Punk wants.
That's what I'm saying. That's basically what I'm saying. Is like, make Punk happy.
Because he clearly has a lawsuit if he wanted it. Because what the fuck? He was just in his locker room with Ace Steel's wife. He just had a match, bloodied up, injured, and he just gets fucking barraged by all his fucking cronies.
And they're making him happy because the announcement was meant to happen sooner, but because Ace Steel wasn't going to be fully back into the rotor.
Oh yeah, and that's another thing they tried doing dirty with him, innit? Like, he's under the impression, oh yeah, Ace Steel's allowed back, and then the week before, yeah, by the way, he has to work from home or whatever. Yeah. Like, what the fuck?
But if I was Ace Steel or Punk, it would be a matter of like, I would have, if that was me and you in that situation, I'd be like, do you want to come to the office or would you prefer to work from home? Like, I'd talk to you first. I'm like, what would you? I'd like,
yeah, but you'd rather be in person, wouldn't you? Talking to people, and
getting a paycheck for being at home. Like,
yeah, true. But also, you kind of went for his deal,
Yeah, but in my case, I'd ask you. I'd be like, well, I'd like you to be there because you're my friend and we'd have a good time. But you want to work.
Yeah, he probably did ask him, and he's like, well, I'd rather do my job in person instead of over a fucking camera.
Yeah. Like, what's the point of me not being there? Like, I need to be there. Yeah.
Especially the people who was in a fight with are not going to be on the show.
That's why it's happening. That's why he's giving in. So you can tell the dirt sheets, whatever, but like, what is Punk giving up or giving Tony for these things that he's getting to happen? Like, what is he saying?
We didn't even mention this on the stream, but the ticket sales as well, because Dave Meltz was trying to spin it like, oh, Punk's not a draw. Look at the sales of the tickets are not selling. On sale for. Yeah, and not just that, how many other shows are happening within the next few weeks? It's at the same fucking place that
there's a paper. There's one big pay-per-view, Then you got like the other show, Blood and Guts, which is kind of like a mini pay-per-view. And you got like
Collision
your house
as well.
You got Collision. You've got your taping shows, and then I think you got like you got 1 or 2 house shows, don't you?
Yeah, was it House Rules or whatever?
House Rules or whatever. Within like miles within fucking driving distance of each
town. 20 minutes each. It's like, what the fuck? Of course, people aren't buying them because you fucking and the prices of the tickets as well. With Ticketmaster, no wonder people aren't buying them.
It's like, oh, Punk's not shifting tickets, and when
you not gave him a reason to. All you said is back. That's it. That's all you've done.
Like,
Where's the story?
It's enough reason for me and you and for the fans. You know what I mean?
Yeah, to tune in on TV, but to pay what $300 or whatever it's going to be to get a good seat.
Yeah, to maybe see PM Punk at a show because you're not guaranteed it necessarily.
No, you're not guaranteed
But
exactly.
you will. I think you're guaranteed at Collision to see Punk. He'll be there every day unless he's injured.
Yeah, unless he's injured or doing a filming or whatever.
Or the story dictates that he shouldn't be there for whatever reason.
True.
You know what I mean?
But you can tell they're already trying to spin it as, Punk's not a draw. And I'm curious to see what the ratings are going to be like. Because at first, I'm expecting Saturday to do a decent rating. But it's where they go from there, really, isn't it?
I'm expecting it to do 1 million straight off of that.
Yeah, because people are going to be curious about Punk. It's been nearly a year since he's been
Because
there.
what was I saying now? Like, what Dynamite gets, it starts off strong with 90,000. Like, it doesn't even start with 1 million anymore, does it?
No, not even 1 million anymore, no.
Is that because Big Bang isn't on first anymore?
No, Big Bang's first still on. I think, Jim Cornette said maybe they became wise and they turn it off as soon as Big Bang's finished. Like, fuck this, I'm not watching this.
Maybe people are not TVOing it as much. Because, when you record something, it records, the last 10 minutes, going into the new show. So it makes sure it gets on. So it doesn't miss anything that happens. It starts 5 minutes early, it ends 5 minutes later.
In case it overruns or whatever.
Yeah. So I think, people have, I've realized, I can watch Big Bang on fucking Netflix. I'll have to record it and watch it on TV.
Maybe, yeah.
You know what I mean?
Bought the DVDs or something.
Yeah, probably that. But you get what I mean? That's probably happened. That's why they've done that. There's probably reasons why. So, and then what really will matter, and hopefully we'll talk about this on. Are we going to do the stream on the Sunday or on the Saturday?
It depends. If they announce more stuff, we'll do it on Saturday. But if it's just one match, we can't really do a stream for one match, can we?
Yeah, but I'd rather do it on a Sunday so that we can review.
Oh, you mean review the show? Yeah. We can do that. Yeah.
I'd rather review it on the Sunday because I want to. Hopefully by then the numbers should be out, won't they, for the ratings?
No, I think there's the delay on the week. It should be Tuesday. I think the ratings are out.
Shit, we'll have to do that on Wednesday because I want to see what the level's like throughout the show.
If it grows or not.
If it dips at all. And by how much it dips, because Dynamite loses a few 100,000 people by the first hour and a half, half an hour and a half. I mean, half an hour, an hour. It loses 100,000. Then they gain a few 10, and they lose that few 10. It's up and down. So I'm curious whether it stays stable. Because if it stays stable, it's Punk himself then is that draw.
Yeah, because people are waiting to see Punk, aren't they?
If they don't announce,
man inside the chat, Dylan, he says AEW sucks.
You know what? You're not wrong, Vincent Kennedy McMahon. But what I want to know, Vincent Kennedy McMahon, is why the fuck are you not dead? Didn't you blow up in a car? What happened there?
Yeah, how much did you pay those women, Vince?
And did you have to pay your daughter off as well?
But yeah, I was curious to see about Collision. But yeah, we didn't finish last week. Last week, Chris beat Anna Jay she defended the title. And in the main event, Jay White beat Ricky Starks because the Gun Club came out, didn't they, and attacked Ricky.
Yeah, I know. So what's happened? What are they building up with the Gun Club then?
I don't know, because Ricky's still outnumbered if it's Guns versus Ricky, isn't it?
I know, but
CM Punk is why I left over those two fine ladies above your head and eyes. Maybe I'll sign that. What ladies? You talking about me or you?
I think he's talking about in the stream.
Oh, in the stream?
Yeah, then Tony Storm is not nice.
Oh, right.
I think they're over my head.
But yeah, Ricky Starks, man. What the hell is going on with Ricky? I have no idea.
Yeah, I was talking about the Young Bucks.
No, not Young Bucks, Gun Club. Gun Club. Yeah, ass boys.
Ass boys. See, as cool as it is that he's adopted the Acclaimed as his sons, I really would have liked it if it was actually the Gun Club because they're so over. For them to win with their dad and have the field belts, that would be more fun. And it'd be a really good way to turn them face.
True. Dylan Vince says, what's your favourite wrestler of all time? Or who is your favourite? I mean.
Gotta be Vincent Kennedy McMahon, isn't it? The man himself.
I'll go with Shane McMahon, the best in the world.
The McMahon family.
Mine's probably Stone Cold or CM Punk. I can't choose.
I'll go with Moxley or Shawn Michaels then.
He's talking about current day Moxley. He loves Moxley right now. The bladed and everything.
Yeah. I'm pretty sure the Stockholm syndrome will eventually settle in, and I'll love modern day Moxley.
It'll be all in once he comes out through the crowd. That's when you'll love
I'll
him.
be blading you, Steve.
What about you, Vince? Who's your favourite wrestler and you can't choose yourself?
Oh, Shane.
Oh,
Oh, you wouldn't anyway.
Oh, Triple H. John Moxley, you're related to him to be saying that. He looks alike. Well, he looks like Moxley. That's a compliment, isn't it?
Wait, before the blade or after the blade?
In between the blade.
Am I getting caught with the blade?
I said that part to Sabu. Sable's your favourite, right? Be careful saying that about Brock Lesnar, because he might not be, too kind to that. But I know why Sable's your favourite, Vince, because, you book some weird stuff with her, and you're a freak.
It's just genetic, baby.
But yeah, that's pretty much it. I mean, Collision this Saturday, like we said, we'll probably do a stream on Sunday to review it, maybe. Depends how it is.
Well, we'll have to talk about the Punk thing. Whether that's a full stream or just a video. I'll let you decide, Gina.
We'll have to see what Tony's got in store for us.
Hopefully. Should we just check Twitter one last time to see if he's posted anything?
Can do. Stone Cold is my favourite. I don't think any wrestler been more over in his peak. No, I agree, man. Stone Cold is, yeah, no doubt. That's why I said I couldn't choose. Yeah, Stone Cold, definitely. Calm down. Go out in a minute. I don't think they've probably announced anything new, have they?
No. Just the same shit.
Yeah, same shit.
Well, Will Ospreay went against Cash Wheeler last year.
Yeah?
Yeah. Before, at least I think, yeah, it is 1 year ago. I'm looking at it now. Looked like a good match. Well, I don't remember this match being that good.
Tony Khan says AEW Battle of the Belts will continue.
What?
The Battle of the Belts, they're still doing that fucking special.
Didn't they do that already? Didn't that just happen? Wasn't that?
Yeah, I think he's just confirming that it's still gonna happen.
When did he post that?
I just seen it. No, he didn't post it. It was a dirt sheet posting it.
All right.
You want to talk about Jericho getting arrested in Ireland? Do you know who I am?
Flexing. That's coming out. That footage is coming out within.
I hope it comes out.
Months.
That'll be fun.
And he's gonna have to. He's gonna talk about that. He's gonna bring that up in fucking a show in Ireland.
Big fan of Brett as well. It was technically amazing to watch. And the cosplay wrestling as corner calls. Yeah, that's true. There's a lot of cosplaying these days. Stone Cold Undertaker. Yeah, Undertaker's probably the best gimmick in wrestling, I'd say.
That's why he's the GOAT! The GOAT!
The dead man. No doubt, that's the best gimmick in wrestling. Oh, it's getting too warm. The computer's heating up. Anything else you want to talk about?
No, I'm just looking forward to seeing the numbers now for Collision. I'm just looking forward to Collision.
Same. I just hope it's not disappointment.
Punk is like, I'm looking forward to Punk, I should say, not necessarily Collision. Because that match is going to be good. Minus Juice Robinson.
I gotta say, I think Juice is growing on me. I think he's impressing me more than Jay White. I'm with you, like how you are on Adam Cole. I'm the same way with Jay White. All these people say he's great. I ain't seen it yet. He just seems like a normal guy to me.
Yeah, I'm also the same with Jay White, but I feel like he feels more meaner, like he's like a proper fucking old school heel wrestler. Like he'd stick to kayfabe and smack you in the face.
Yeah, compared to Juice, who's just like over the top.
Yeah, like that kind of stuff is making me laugh, but I'm laughing at him, not with him.
True. Yeah, I'm laughing at him as well.
I'm like, you're clearly being over the top, and I know why you're there. Because of your girlfriend.
All friends wrestling.
You know what I mean?
CM Punk is what AW needs. He could save this company. A lot of people could save it. It's down to Tony's booking, though, if he allows him to or not. Adam Cole's an awful wrestler. Looks like them dudes you see at train stations asking for cheap.
He did just come off a fucking concussion, so he couldn't do any.
Yeah, he did have a serious injury, so But at the same time, it's like, should he still be wrestling?
I also don't care much about tanning. I'm a pasty white boy anyway. So.
Oh, I thought it was more about the muscles. I don't care about the tan either. I don't give a shit.
I know,
but
that's something that he mentioned that MJF mentioned as well.
But doesn't MJF always have like the fake fucking tan anyway?
Yeah, but I think that's the point. It's like I look, tans are good kind of idea. Like you don't have to tan.
Yeah, but he's fake tan though. It's not real tan, is it? It's just spray on fucking tan.
Yeah, but a tan's a tan.
Is it? It's not a natural tan, though, is it? He's not been
No
out the
one,
sun to get
he's
it.
not natural at all. Did you not hear what Adam Cole said about it?
Is that why he got so pissed for the match? Because he said he was on steroids? Is that what the weakness is to MJF? Just accuse him of being on steroids and then boom, you get your match.
I guess. Like, that's another thing I think we need to talk about. Like, it's slightly becoming easier and easier for people to suddenly challenge MJF for a title. Like, before you had to do something, and it was boring to watch people go through gauntlets. But
Yeah.
at least it helped space out between the match, get built up story.
True.
Like, I'm glad it's not happening, but I'm disappointed that they're not. I'm glad that particular way is not happening, but I'm disappointed that they're not doing something to be like, he's the champ. Like, surely you can be like, I don't need to wrestle you. I'm the champ. I don't have to wrestle anyone. I can wrestle whoever I want. I can wrestle jobbers and retain for 2 years.
Thoughts on Miro? Do you see him a big role for the company? I do, but Dylan's not really a fan of Miro.
Not a fan. Him, Cesaro, Useless, Tony Storm, Jade Cardell.
But Andrade.
Andrade's alright.
Andrade's alright.
Just
Mr. Stink.
Just keep him away from Sammy. I like Sammy. I'm trying to think, who else don't I like in this company? There's a few. The Young
Did you say
Bucks.
Young Bucks? Yeah.
The Young Bucks. Chase Robinson, not a fan. The Mogul, not a fan of them. Mostly because with what's his face. Who else? That's pretty much it. That's probably more.
You could use Miro well. Like when he was TNT champion, that was a good push. But it's all down to the booking. It's all down to the Snowman at the end of the day.
What are you implying with that? Like,
what do you think I'm implying, Dylan? He likes playing outside the cold. What do you think I'm saying?
Oh, he's gonna love it in England during the winter.
So you're not a fan of Miro, but you're a fan of that. How does Adam Cole look homeless? I don't get it.
Yeah, I never said I was a fan. I said like I waited. You know what I mean? Because he's had a concussion. He's still. But
They live the commune. I pronounced that wrong. No, we both hate the Elite. We're not fans of the Elite. One of us.
There's no glue being eaten here. I can tell you that much. If anything, you should be giving me shit for still being a Moxley fan, because that I can understand.
Yeah, I could understand that as well. I mean, I'm still a fan of him as well, but I do prefer Ambrose at this point.
Maybe you should have stayed in the asylum.
Yeah. He shouldn't have broke free or whatever that video he did when he joined AEW.
That was cool. I don't care. He put
no, it was a good video, but I'm saying like he shouldn't have broke out. He should have stayed there.
But like that'd be a really cool gimmick if he wants to. He wants to turn
he
back
climbs
time.
back in. There's a hole inside the wall, and he climbs back in.
No, like his gimmick, he's back in the asylum. You know what I mean? Like the whole gimmick is he's returned. Like you like to go back to that place. He basically becomes Dean again.
Stone Cold from Wish. Yeah, I've heard that a lot.
Yeah, including the alcoholism. Fucking hell.
Shit.
I think that's it. I got work in the morning.
Yeah, right, I'll end it there. And thanks for watching, everyone. Make sure you like and subscribe. We'll be live again on Sunday, maybe, for Collision Review. If not, we'll be on Tuesday for AEW next week, because I'm going Rancid on Wednesday, so we won't be able to stream
Ruby! Whoa!
That's not the same song. It's Ruby Soho.
Doesn't matter. No one cares. Move on. Everyone forgot about that.
But yeah, make sure you like and subscribe. Until next week, peace out.